You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I've got a couple of things in this video. Number one, I've got what sounds a lot like Mike Macdonald of the Seattle Seahawks claiming that he reached out to somebody that helped him with getting ready for the New England Patriots. And if you read between the lines, we know one thing. It's not Bill Belichick. It sounds a lot like he reached out to Tom Brady, who absolutely could have, in theory, assisted Mike Macdonald because he obviously knows Josh McDaniels' system inside and out. Remember, Brady came out and was like, I've got no dog in this hunt, or whatever he tried to say, and I was like, I made a video and was like, you got to be shitting me. You're not blatantly claiming loyalty to the Patriots? You know, I understand you're a minority owner for the Raiders, but if we found out, if Patriot fans finds out that Tom Brady literally assisted the Seahawks in look, all they got to do is have a 2-hour conversation about Josh McDaniels' offensive system, and that's going to help. You know? We also got Derek Carr talking about a comeback, maybe not. So let's start with Mike Macdonald. All right, so let's just play this clip from the Dan Patrick Show.
Who did you seek advice from going into the Super Bowl that might surprise me?
Well, I wasn't surprised. I called John Harbaugh and I talked. He was great. Probably can't mention one guy that really helped us out that had some conflict of interest.
Can we guess?
Sure. I don't know if I'm going to tell you, but go ahead.
Bill Belichick.
I'm not that cool.
Oh, yeah.
No.
He wouldn't. No. You wouldn't have a phone call.
I've had a beer with Coach Belichick, and that was a pretty cool. That was a pretty cool day.
Okay.
But,
who else would we guess? Kyle Shanahan?
No, Kyle. No. But
it was totally Brady. It was totally Brady. Right here. You can see it right there, people. People are already on it. Definitely Brady. Since he worked with McDaniels, there you go. Absolutely. Tom Brady's still finding new ways to cheat. He's truly the GOAT. Wow. Right here. I mean, who else would it be? And look, it serves, right here. You see it, Brady. It's got to be Brady. And my feeling for that would be, well, it's in Tom Brady's best interest, hiring Clint Kubiak. Hey, we're hiring Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak. So if they whip the Patriots' asses, that's sort of a win for the Raiders franchise, at least from a public relations standpoint. You're like, look who we're hiring as the head coach, the guy that took Sam Darnold and beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So, and look, you might not think that franchises are thinking that way or could be that petty or whatever. Of course they're that petty. And there's something Tom Brady, remember he said he's got no dog in that fight. I don't know. I think it was Brady. And if you're a Patriots fan, I just got to wonder, Patriots fans got to be like, what the hell did this franchise do to you? I mean, that just goes to show you, letting him go, period. Allowing Belichick to let him go, period. I mean, it shouldn't surprise us. I mean, he went out the very next year, won a Super Bowl. Because what? We know Tom Brady is fueled on anger. Whether it's being drafted in the 6th round, whatever. Derek Carr. So, if former Raiders and Saints quarterback Derek Carr wants to play again, there are teams interested in his services. but so far he hasn't heard an offer intriguing enough for him to accept. Derek Carr said on NFL Network today that teams have contacted him about potentially coming out of retirement, and he isn't ruling it out. Derek Carr did not name those teams, but if they didn't get permission from the Saints first, they were violating the NFL's tampering rule. That's a good point. That's a good point because they would have to trade for Derek Carr unless the Saints decided to release him. Carr was still under contract with the Saints when he retired, and other teams can't contact him without the Saints' permission. The Saints would also likely want trade compensation from any team that wanted Carr. Quote, I never say never, Carr said. It would take a special situation. There were multiple teams that reached out to me this offseason. I won't say who or how, but they reached out and were gauging my interest on what I wanted to do. They were good, solid football teams. Carr said he will only return if a Super Bowl contender needs him. Quote, I'm just at the point where I just want to win. I want to win. So if I were to do it, it would have to be a special team that maybe lost somebody or needed somebody, but even then, it's not a guarantee. I'm having so much fun hanging out with my wife, hanging out with my kids, and trying to get good at golf, so it would take a special deal. Interesting. Carr did say, quote, I'm always training. I'll be in shape and ready, but probably not. I'll probably just be coaching my kids. He's 35 years old now, by the way. So that's interesting. Vikings? Did the Vikings call? I would just love to know. Did the Cardinals call? He was like, oh, no, I'm good. Would the Colts have called? That's an interesting, we talked about the Buccaneers and Todd Bowles being on the hot seat. We talked about the Jets and Aaron Glenn being on the hot seat. We don't talk about enough. Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard are on the hot seat. They better make the playoffs this year, or their asses is grass. Mike LaFleur, I know he would be, if the Cardinals let him go, he would be a one and done. That schedule for the Cardinals is brutal. Like, the Vegas over-under on the Cardinals is 4.5. I don't think they're getting there. Like, they have a schedule that's got one win written all over it. Go look at the Cardinals schedule. It's brutal. And Derek Carr was like, nah, no way. So that tells you it would have to be a Seahawks. Who else could it be that he'd even, Seahawks, Niners, Rams, somebody like that is like a blatant Super Bowl, Lions maybe. We're talking about if an injury happened. Eagles maybe would be another one. I don't know. I'd have to sit down and look at all the teams I legitimately thought had a chance to go all the way. I mean, I'm not going to jump out there and say the Bills because I'm going to be honest. I don't love the Bills roster. I think without Josh Allen, they're not sniffing the playoff. I don't even think they're making the playoffs without Josh Allen. Patriots? No, I don't think with that roster, you could put Derek Carr as the starter all of a sudden on that team. I don't even know if they make the playoffs with Derek Carr. Seattle, Rams, somebody like that? Yeah, sure, maybe. And I like Derek Carr, but come on, you've been out of the league a couple of years now. Man, Patriot fans got to be in hell. Knowing that Tom Brady may have literally sold out the franchise for the Seahawks, the mother effing Seahawks. Wow, I'm a Niners fan, and I'm offended by that. You guys know I like to root for the Patriots too, so that sucks because you guys know I'm a huge Brady fan. But wow. Yeah, he got help from somebody. It wasn't Belichick. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.